Hi, this is Michelle from Homeschool-Your-Boys.com. We live in a world where our boys and girls are seen as being the same, where we are told that if we raise our boys the same way that we raise our girls, that they will think of things the same way and they will do things the same way, and that the only difference between men and women is their environment and the way that they are brought up. So, for instance, we are told that if you give a boy a doll, he will play with that doll. And the only reason boys don't like to play with dolls is because parents aren't giving their boys dolls. But I'm here to tell you that I believe boys and girls are very different. I believe God has created men and women differently, and that we have different strengths and weaknesses, and that those different traits actually complement each other, and that it's a good thing, and that we shouldn't try to erase the maleness from our boys, and we shouldn't try to erase the femaleness from our girls. It's both good. It's both very good and very complementary to each other. So this week I wrote a blog post that talks about 8 things that moms should know about their sons. And one of those things is that boys actually learn best from natural consequences. So one example of that is that our boys love to play rough. And as moms, it can be easy for us to say, oh no, I don't want my son to get hurt. I need to stop him from wrestling with his little brother, or some elementary schools are notorious for saying, oh no, the boys are doing, they're making guns out of sticks and they're chasing each other around the playground. We need to make sure that they can't chase each other anymore. So we're gonna do these rules where we're gonna tell them they can't play with sticks, and they can't even play tag, or they can't do whatever. And that's actually really harmful to our boys, because our boys learn from playing too rough and getting hurt, and learning that the next time they can't quite be that rough. So rather than learning from lectures, they learn much better from actually experiencing the negative consequences of their actions and then not doing that again. So another way that boys are different from girls, or men and women are different from each other, is that our brains actually work differently. Women are able to use both sides of their brain simultaneously. We have lots of connections from the left hemisphere to the right hemisphere, and so we're able to think and cook dinner and calm our child and do all sorts of things at the same time, where men are much better at focusing in on one thing and doing that one thing really well. So the other thing is that women, our brains tend to have connections all over the place. So when we're thinking about things, we'll think about this, which leads to that, which leads to that, which leads to that, and it seems completely unrelated. And when you're talking to another woman, she's able to follow what you're saying and completely makes sense to her. But if when you're talking to your husband or your sons, they look at you with that puzzled look and they're like, what are you talking about? So anyway, like I said, I wrote about 6 other ways that men are different than women, and things that moms should really know about their sons so that they can better connect with them and understand what's going on when their son's giving them that blank look. Or when you ask them, how was your day? And they say, fine. So I will put the link to that post in the description for this video so that you can find it. And if you would like to see, I hope this video has been helpful, and if you would like to see more of them, I would love to have you either follow my page or subscribe, and then you will see every time I come out with a new video. So again, this is Michelle Caskey from Homeschool Your Boys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.